Morning dear students, welcome to our online class 11th standard botany. Today we start the new chapter taxonomy and systematic botany. Taxonomy is nothing but the classification of plants. We know in our regular life we can observe so many things. We are classified. These are the books, these are the furnitures, table, chair, we are considered the furniture, and some of the animals and some we are called birds. Like this, human being is the first taxonomist to classify all the living things. We are not only classify the living things, and also we classify all the non-living things also. That is the electronic goods, electrical goods, furnitures, books, vehicles. Like this, we are classified all the non-living things also. It is very much useful to us. You know that plants are very important to our regular life, which provide food, so many fibers, medicines we obtain from the plants. So plants intermediate with the human life. That's why very much important to classify the plants. So first, the scientists who will first identify these plants and animals, they are classified. Before that, all they are considered as living things. First scientist, Aristotle, he was the first man classified all the living organisms into two categories, plants and animals. That's the first classification. After that, his students, Theophrastus. Theophrastus he was called the father of botany. Wrote a new book, that is a De Historia Plantarum. De Historia Plantarium is a plant written by Theophrastus. In this book, he explained about 500 plants. He was the first to classify the plants. That's why he was called father of botany. The next, Dioscorides. Dioscorides is another Greek scientist, physician scientist. He also classified plants more than 600 in his books, Materia Medica. He explained mostly classify all the medicinal plants. From the 16th century, European country is a very important role in classification of plants. Most of the major development of plant classification or taxonomy from the 16th century, European countries that developed the important role in this classification. And then one of the scientists, we know that Carolus Linnaeus, he was called father of taxonomy. Taxonomy is nothing but the classification of plants. He was the first man introduced the new method that is called binomial nomenclature. There is nothing but a naming of plants. The plants we give, we are called, there is a name is called a local name. It may be differ from place to place. For example, we call onion in English, but in Hindi we are called piyaz. Like this, the local name may be differ from place to place, but the scientific name is universally accepted all over the country. This scientific name is also known as binomial nomenclature. This system was first introduced by the scientist Carolus Linnaeus. He wrote his books that is called Species Plantarum. In his books, he declares so many plants names. This is the taxonomy. The taxonomy is very much useful in our life. They are very much useful in the many branches of science. The taxonomy is very much useful in microbiology, biotechnology, genetic engineering, anatomy, medicinal field. All these many branches of botany, the taxonomy is very much important role. And this taxonomy also used to understand the biodiversity, how the world, how the globe, they contains varieties of plants. By the classification, we can understand the varieties of plants. God created so much wonderful varieties of plants. All these plants we can group on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. That is called classification. So it is better to understand the biodiversity and also wildlife forest management. Wildlife forest management also we can observe and identify and explain by the taxonomy. Is very much useful in wildlife conservation and also restoration of biodiversity, also very important by the use of taxonomy. So taxonomy is very much useful in our regular life. Taxonomy is a word that derived from the Greek word which consists of two things, taxis and nomi. Nomi means naming of plants. Taxis means arrangement of plants. So taxonomy is a word that derives from the Greek word taxis and nomos. Nomos or nomi. There is a naming of plants. So what is the taxonomy? The scientists Davis and Haywood in 1963 explained the definition for taxonomy. Taxonomy is a study of classification. Taxonomy is a study of classification and also and it's a study about the basis and principles and rules and procedure for classification. So taxonomy is a branch of science which deals about the principles, rules, procedures for classification. How we can classify the plants. So this is called the taxonomy. And then another new term from the 20th century onwards, systematics the term systematics were introduced. Simpson 1961 introduced the definition for systematics. Systematics is a scientific study of kinds and on the diversity of organisms and their relationship among them. This is called systematics. So systematics is nothing but a scientific study of kinds and diversity of organisms and the relationship among them. That the definition is given by the Simpson in 1961. So there is a difference between the taxonomy and the systematics. Taxonomy is nothing but a classification of plants and also we study about the principles, basis of taxonomy, rules and procedure for classification. Next, the differences between the taxonomy and systematics. Taxonomy is a branch of science that the discipline of classifying the organisms into taxa. Taxa is nothing but groups. Similar organisms grouped in a category that is called taxa. A different category in taxonomy we will learn next year. So taxonomy is nothing but the discipline of classification of organisms into taxa. But systematic is a broad field of classifying of biology that studies the classified of species. Classification of species. So it is a large, like a book index. The organisms are classified on the basis of phylogenetic evolution. So the field of biology that studies that diversification of species, how the varieties of species in our world, that can explain by the systematics. Taxonomy is nothing but a classifying of organisms into taxa, different organisms grouped into a single category. But systematic is nothing but a variety of organisms, that is the diversification of species, how they are classified, they are grouping in different category. So this is called systematics. Taxonomy governs the taxonomy, which includes practices of naming, describing, identifying and specimen preservation. All these are the steps involved in taxonomy. That is that it includes practices of naming. Each and every organism is giving naming. This comes under the taxonomy. And describing the total entire plants can be describing the structure of leaf, the structure of stem, root, flower, everything they are describing in taxonomy. And then identifying the individual plant species can be identifying by the taxonomy. And the specimen preservation, the plant material can be preserved as a material, dried and preserved in a herbarium. That's also comes under the taxonomy. That is called specimen preservation. But in systematics, which includes evolutionary history, the organism which origin from where, what is the ancient ancestor of the particular species. So the systematics governs the evolutionary history and the phylogenetic relationship. What is the relationship between the one organism to another organism? What are the similarities between them? So that is, we can identify the evolutionary relationship and addition to the taxonomy. So this is the systematics. But here we are describing, identifying and specimen preservation. All these are the steps involved in taxonomy. Here phylogenetic relationship and also evolutionary history we can learn in systematics. And then taxonomy, correct definition, taxonomy is nothing but the classification plus nomenclature. Classification means separation of plants on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. Nomenclature means naming of plants. Both these activities are called, we are considered as a taxonomy. But systematics, taxonomy plus phylogenetic evolution. That is the taxonomy and phylogenetic relationship, we are called systematics. That is the arrangement of organisms in a sequence order. That is called systematics. Next, taxonomic hierarchy. Taxonomic hierarchy was introduced by Carlos Linnaeus. Hierarchy means we know that there is a various level in taxonomic category. We consider the 7 category in taxonomic hierarchy. So all these we learn one by one. The taxonomic hierarchy were introduced by Carlos Linnaeus. There is the arrangement of various taxonomic level. Taxonomic hierarchy is nothing but the arrangement of various taxonomic level. The first level is the species. Species is the lowest level of classification. That means more or similar species. High level of similarities of the organisms, that is called species. Example, Helianthus annus and Helianthus tuberosus. Helianthus annus is a herb, Helianthus tuberosus is a shrub. But both are the small plants. There is a more relationship among the species. That is considered the lowest category. That's a very important one more. Species is the lowest classification, lowest level of classification. And next, genus. Genus is nothing but a group of species more or less resemble. They have the similar characters. That is called genus. Genus, they have the different from the species to one another genus. They have the different differences between the two species. They consider as two genus. So there is the genus is the multiple species. Many group of species they combine together in a genus. For example, Helianthus and Tridacus. Helianthus is the one group, there is genus. Tridacus is another genus. So many multiple species they have similarities. That is called genus. The next, family. Family is comprises of more genus or genera. More genus comprises, that is called family. So family is more similarities among them. More genera considers the compressed to form a genus. Example, Asteraceae is a family. Family is always end with the CEAE. There is a words always end with the CEAE. And then orders. Orders is nothing but a group of families shows the less similarities. Group of families commonly we are called order. For example, Malvaceae. Malvaceae order always end with the ALES or ALES. And then class, a group of order, they have the similar characters, that is called class. Class is always end with the CEAA, Malvaceae, Solanaceae, CEAA. So the end words we can identify the class, order and genus, everything we can identify by the end of the word, letters. And then division. Division is the next level of classification that consists of more or less more classes. They are combinedly called class, that is called a division. More classes combinedly we are called division. Example, Magnoliphytae. Magnoliphyta is a division. Then next, highest level of the taxonomic hierarchy is the kingdom. The highest level of taxonomic category is the kingdom. More or less many group of division comes under the one category, that is called kingdom. Overall we are called plant kingdom, animal kingdom. Plant kingdom is the highest level. The lowest level of taxonomic hierarchy is the species. The highest level of taxonomic category is the kingdom. So in our in our earth surface we have the living things classified into two kingdom. One is the plant kingdom, another one is the animal kingdom.